Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is Megneous and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I'm aware that we haven't done a Kerbal Space Program episode in quite a while, and I apologize for that, but lots of things happening here in real life in terms of my Korean class final coming up and moving and stuff like that, so please don't worry about it. We will continue doing Kerbal Space Program, of course. I just wanted to let you know that there may be a few delays between episodes. So I wanted to do an episode today, but I haven't built anything to connect to my space station. Let's go ahead and look at that. Where is it? Space Station... Kerbal International Space Station. There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at this space station since, you know, we did spend an entire episode last time putting this thing up in orbit. And we should probably get out these solar panels. Just because. And there we go. It's a beautiful looking beginning to a space station. There are currently 5 ports up here and 1 bottom port. I wanted to tell you guys that all of these ports are large ports, and the reason you need to know that is because I would like to open up not really a competition, but just a way for me to interact with you guys more. I want to give you guys the opportunity to create modules to connect to our Kerbal International Space Station. That's right, as long as they use the large or Gigantor connectors, whatever these things are called, then I will find something that I like and I will try to connect it to the space station. For example, the next thing that I want is some sort of solar array, maybe 2 of them, 1 to go on each side or something like that. Maybe a habitation module, maybe some sort of thing. The only thing that I request is that you guys don't use any mods, because currently on this series I'm not using any mods. So if there are mod parts I won't be able to use it, so keep that in mind. Do try to make it balanced so I can actually get it into orbit, and do try to put some lights on it so it's nice and pretty on the dark side of Kerbin. I don't know exactly what people may build. Maybe you'll build habitation modules, solar arrays, or something I'm not even aware of. Maybe some little probes. Probes are cool. If you have a probe and you connect it to something else, then the probe can use a small docking port, one of the junior docking ports. But in order to connect to this main space station hub, you need to use the Gigantor ports, alright? So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and design something. Send it to me at my email at megneous@gmail.com, and I will check out those things and decide which ones I like best, etc, etc. So feel free to do that. This episode, however, let's try not to end this flight, go back to the Space Center. This episode is going to be one of those episodes where I fly craft files for my subscribers, because I don't have anything built to launch into orbit at the moment. Haven't had a lot of time recently, and some people have sent me some craft files, and I fixed one old craft file, so I thought I would go ahead and try that. So the first thing that we're going to try to fly is Monkey Man's Neptune. I had to convince him to come up with a better name for this thing, because it used to be all sorts of ridiculous things, but yes, Monkey Man's Neptune. It is a rocket. It's a bit of a confusing rocket, actually. The first time I loaded this, I was sort of confused as to what I was looking at. It's a very large rocket, as you can see. I believe what we have up top is a rover. A rover with a parachute. We also have... hello. We have... Weirdo Kerbin? Here in the capsule, the manned capsule, we have lots of parachutes all over this thing. We have 4 landing legs here. Wonder if I can actually, can I look at this thing so that we can actually see what's going on? Sort of, a little bit. And then we have lots of decouplers that I'm not really sure what's up with the staging. This is probably the most complex staging of anything that I've ever attempted to fly ever. Lots and lots of parachutes. I'm not sure why there are parachutes on this section, because this rocket right here, the engine is actually, if you put these out, the engine is longer than these landing legs, like we did in one of my, what was it, to Dres? I can't remember. Wherever we went, and the engine was longer than the landing legs. So yeah, the engine actually comes down to about right here. Let's see, looking down at other things, there's also one very strange thing. I can't look at it. Here we go. Ugh. So this thing, I'm not really sure what this is. There are a lot of ladder pieces on a structural piece going down here, some more ladder pieces, and if we can turn our camera, there we go. There are some little, like, platform thingies here connected to another structural piece, And some more ladders going down. Oh, this camera angle is terrible. Okay, here we go. And this goes down the side of this tank. And then there's, right here, there's a ladder, one of those prehensile? Not prehensile. Extendable ladders. There's one of these. So yeah, the ladder extends. And then underneath it, all the way down here, there is another little one-piece ladder. And my question is, why is all of this here, Mr. Monkey Man? I very much appreciate you sending me a craft file to my email address. And I think it's totally awesome. It's probably the tallest rocket that I'm ever going to launch as well. This thing is 1, 2, 3, 4-ish tanks high. It's a pretty tall rocket. And you'll see when we take off, it takes off quite slowly, but I'm sort of curious as to why there are random structural pieces here and ladders here making this side heavier, making it spin. And also I see no fuel lines, except for this one. There's a fuel line right here. I don't know if that's going up or down, actually. So there's that. But the rest of it is not in asparagus staging, so I'm really curious behind the thought process behind making this rocket, but I'm not going to judge it. I'm just going to let it be what it is, and we're going to attempt to take off. We're just going to put the throttle all the way up because this thing is really heavy for the amount of thrust that it has. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Here we go. Very slow takeoff, as you can see. It's a little bit wobbly, probably why we have the structural supports here holding this thing steady. He'll be okay, weirdo, Kerbal. He'll be fine, no worries. And we're spinning already. I'm not really sure if I can get this thing into orbit, to be completely honest. Yeah, there we go. We'll just check it out from here. Weirdo, if I get you killed, I'm so incredibly sorry. Does this thing have an abort? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm sort of afraid to try it right now. We're going to attempt to get this into orbit. And if it doesn't make it, then we're just gonna like test out some stuff on it. I don't know if this thing has any action groups. Actually, let's see, number 1. 1 apparently opens these landing legs. Pressing it again does not toggle it, so it's not toggle. What does 2 do? 2 closes these landing legs and opens these, so it must be both, I guess? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, so let's go ahead. Oh, I haven't been watching my throttle. I'm going way too fast. Being less fuel efficient, but I'm not really that worried, because we're about to run out of fuel soon anyway. Things are freaking out. Drop it. Oh, things are exploding. And we only have 2 of our rockets going. I'm a little bit confused by this. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we're definitely slowing down. Let's turn that off. Let's activate this engine. And activate this engine. And let's turn it back up. There we go. That is not... Yeah, we're accelerating. We're good. Okay, now which way do we need to go? This way. Hold it steady. We don't have struts in the right places. Oh, yep, here we go. We're dead. Oh. Are you alive? Werner, are you in here? Oh, goodbye, rocket. Goodbye, rocket. It was nice. Are you in here? EVA? You are in here. All right. Okay, so let's board again. I think you have a few parachutes. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, it looks like we're going to possibly be landing on this little island here. Do we have any rockets? No, we do not. We have no rockets. All we have... So let's go ahead and speed it up then. So that we can go ahead and get over this hump and start falling back down. And there's no way that we're going to make it all the way to that island. It looks like we're going to have an ocean landing. Alright. So... let's go ahead and slow this down. As we're falling, we want to get... I don't know. It looks like we're still speeding up, actually. That's not good. We're supposed to be slowing down. Need to hit the heavy atmosphere. There we go. Okay, we're slowing down now. No problems whatsoever. I wish there was an action group to open all of these. Actually, let's open this one first. Deploy the chute. Don't rip. Deploy the chute. Ah. Deploy the chute. Try to keep this steady. Deploy the chute. And deploy the chute. Alright. Because I don't want to disconnect poor little weirdo here from the rover. The rover has an extra parachute or two. Alright, I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna put on the brakes so that you stop moving. There we go. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll land. Oh, that's the island with the runway. Okay. I know where we are. This is a strange little rover. Let's look at this rover. What is this? Extend the panel. Alright. Well, these are gigantic solar panels that, are way too heavy, actually, for a rover of this size. It makes it really top-heavy, I'm sure. Monkey Man, you have a strange way of designing things. I'm okay with this. I do not judge you. Let's go ahead and get this down so we can be sure that we land safely, getting our little weirdo Kerbal down. Yeah, I don't think that I'm capable of getting that rocket into orbit. It's a little bit unstable, to say the least. And... where's the water? Where's the water? Hello? 4 meters per second, not a bad landing. A good test of a rocket, I believe. Thank you very much, Monkey Man, for sending us your craft file. It's sort of confusing. I'm sure that, you being a better pilot than me can actually get that into orbit. But as it is, I think I'll just stick to my own designs for heavy lifting. Feel free to design payloads, though. That would be cool with me. Okay, weirdo, let's go ahead and end this flight. We have another strange thing for you to test out, weirdo. We're going to go to the Space Center, and I want to use Roscoe's glider. Roscoe sent me this quite a while ago. He's one of my older subscribers from back when I only did Kerbal Space Program. Roscoe's glider, only 60 parts, not 314, such as Monkey Man's. So let's go ahead and check this out. We're going to put on the brakes first so we can look at it. It's an interestingly weighted thing, that's for sure. It's actually balancing on only three of its wheels. These wheels are not touching, neither is this one. I'm very curious about this and why there's a structural piece here in the middle. It looks like it has 2 tanks, 1 horizontal control surface, 4 vertical control surfaces. It does look like it has fuel lines. Yes, it does. It has fuel lines going from the middle here, which is engine fuel going to these engines, and 4 air intakes. They're probably... oh, I wonder what the action groups do. Since we're not going to go into orbit with this, I'm not going to worry about the action groups. It's probably pretty straightforward. Oh, we have Wilman Kermit. Hello, Wilman. Nice to know that you're back in the game after going to Moho and getting stuck in orbit for God knows how long. Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh, we have our brakes on. Turn off the brakes, turn off the brakes. The brakes are still stuck. Oh god, what have I done? Turn off, turn everything off, turn everything off. End the flight, restart the flight. Putting on the brakes, that was not a good idea. I should not have done that. Alright, so let's go straight to actually doing this without the brakes. A little bit of a longer episode than 20 minutes today because I'm gonna have to get this thing off the runway. Alright, let's go. 5... no countdown, let's just go, go, go. Lift! Here we go! Nice. Very good, Roscoe. That takes off a lot faster than I thought it would. Okay, and how to get over there. Turning is a little bit difficult. It's not a very agile plane, I can tell right away. But I'm sure it's very fuel efficient. feels nice. It feels nice. I like the balance. It's easy to hold. Just want to go ahead and turn to the left. I'd like to stay basically straight. Why don't you let me turn? Alright, very nice, good. But yes, so I'm looking forward to, due to the fact that I don't have as much time to design things and try to launch them into orbit and test everything like that, I'm looking forward to you guys making payloads for my rockets. I'm going to check into using one mod. I realize that this is a no mod series, but there is one mod that I think I need, and no, it's not MechChub. It's a mod that enables me to separate my payloads from my launch rockets, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's really annoying building the exact same launch vehicle every single time I want to launch something somewhere. So, as a result, I would really like to use the mod, what is it, Payloader, I think it's called? So that you guys can just send me something with a decoupler at the bottom, and then that can act as my payload that I can put on top of my own launch vehicle. That would make things a lot easier and save me a lot of time in terms of creating things, that's for sure. It can put together two craft files, using the top and bottom decoupler to create a single vehicle from a payload and a launcher. So because of that, if I can like find out how to use that mod, I think that would definitely cut down on a lot of the, how to say, the unnecessary time sinks of Kerbal Space Program. I love playing Kerbal Space Program, but building and testing stuff is just sort of nah for me, especially when I have to build the exact same launch vehicle over and over and over again. Oh, we have new news for the next update of Kerbal Space Program that's coming out soon, version 0.20. There are a few things that we can look forward to. There are definitely going to be flags. I don't know when, maybe in the 0.20, maybe 0.21, maybe 0.22, because of course the fuel system is being rolled out over many different iterations, many different updates, and I'm okay with that. Flags are coming soon. We're going to have the ability to use flags both custom made, and we can download flag designs from Spaceport. We are going to have the ability to find rocks on various bodies and analyze them, although I'm not really sure what sort of science we can really do with our analyzing. I want to get lower. Not exceedingly low, but I want to get lower because I always misjudge. To get back on the 90-degree mark. Please. Roscoe, your glider. It's a cool glider, Roscoe, but I can't turn it very easily. Whew. So yes, I'm looking forward very much to 0.20. I don't think there are going to be any new moons or planets in the next few updates. I think they're mostly going to focus on stuff like the flags, and then they're going to focus on career mode while also slowly working on the new fuel system, I believe. Which will definitely be interesting, but personally I'm a sandbox player. I don't need a campaign mode to be happy. As long as I have something, I just want like science to do, like research grants or something like that. Not money, but like some sort of micromanagement. Just once you land somewhere, something to do, something to build, something to work towards. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to land on this. Come on, come on. Nope. Nope, there's no way. No, 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 no. No, there's no way. Pull up, pull up. Brakes! Oh, I'm terrible at space planes. Alright, very good. And brakes. And as soon as those engines end, okay, and then there's one more thing, there's the abort sequence. So Wilman, I hope you're ready for the abort sequence. Turn off the brakes and... abort! Shh. Oh no. Bye. Abort sequences generally are supposed to get the crew vehicle away from this. That's how the SpaceX Dragon 2 is going to work for the manned space capsules for SpaceX. So I'm very excited about that with their, what are they called? They're Super Draco engines. Yeah, that's what they're called, the Super Draco engines. But apparently Roscoe decided to put his engines, the Separatrons, on the actual launch vehicle and just have the crew vehicle have a parachute. So that's an interesting, different kind of design. Maybe a little bit dangerous, but you know, why not? I would have personally put the Separatrons here so that it shoots you up and forward, I guess. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's episode. Thank you so much, Monkey Man and Roscoe, for sending me your craft files. Don't forget, everyone, if you want to create some sort of module, habitation module, or solar array module, or some other kind of module to attach to the Kerbal International Space Station, please build it. Use the Gigantotron, whatever, docking ports. Please use those. Please try to make it at least moderately stable and well-balanced, so, you know, the center of mass is in the middle of the thing. If it's asymmetrical, it's going to be difficult for me to launch. So thank you everyone so much for watching. My name is Megneous, and I will see you next time.